So this is the evening of July 15th, Guru Purnima 2016, and our Gnani Puja Deepakbhai is going to soon conduct the details about the Samayik of the evening. This is the second Samayik for this first day of Guru Purnima in Toronto. And he's going to go through a list of these questioners. However, because of the huge response of people who have come for this Guru Purnima, all are not in the main hall, and therefore now he says, let us now go to the Samayik. This is the Samayik of kashais that happen with spiritual associates and colleagues. We will take these questions. Let us now do the Samayik. In Samayik, we are talking about the spiritual colleagues. So there is one spiritual master and everybody else is a spiritual colleague. But somewhere or the other, life after life, one has been a spiritual colleague. It is a big problem. Every guru has 4 or 5 disciples, and if one is doing good progress, the other one is not as smart, or maybe is not able to do it, and therefore he starts feeling jealous, and he starts feeling negative about this other person. And this has gone on life after life between spiritual colleagues and associates. And this carries on life after life as a major problem. And so whether we are in New York, New Jersey, or in Chicago, Houston, wherever in California or India or some other city, again the spiritual colleagues gather together, and again rag, dvesh, attachment, aversion continues. Today in Samayik, we want to, initially there is a lot of attraction between Mahatmas, and then because of the ego reactions, then they start hurting each other and they start seeing faults of each other. We need to clear that off, and we need to become vitarag without any problems. You just need to be focused on your own path of liberation. Whatever he receives from the Lord, he says, this is good enough for my liberation, and therefore I'll continue with my liberation. I do not need to be concerned about what my friend or my spiritual colleague is getting. We gather here in Satsang, in Seva, service, in the same city. And everybody has a different prakriti. But we have the knowledge of the self. However, prakriti is from the last life, and it is bound because of ignorance, and it is associated with anger, pride, deceit, and greed, and there are a lot of conflicts along with it. And therefore, if you can see it, then problems start with each other, that he's doing this, she's doing this, she's not good enough, she wants to do it this way, he doesn't want to do this way. And so these are all discharge. Prakriti. He's not the Prakriti, he is a Mahatma. Mahatma is a pure soul. Everything else is a Prakriti, and everybody's Prakriti is different. And therefore, so we need to, there are coordinators in the service, you see. When in Vyavahar, worldly interaction comes, he got a room closer to the Gnani, I did not get, and look, I have to walk so much. And in the spiritual pilgrimages where, in Jatras, they will climb so many steps in India. And here, if they have to climb one flight of stairs, they really make a big fuss. And therefore, see how the Prakriti does all kinds of conflicts, interferences, finding faults with others. And we need to clear out all of these negativities and weaknesses and bring love. We should know that it is on the basis of merit karma, punya of infinite previous lives that we have received this magnificent knowledge of Dada. And so this is such a focus on the punya in the merit kind. You see, the real Sahadhyayi means spiritual colleague is, oh, you're worshipping my Dada, I love you so much because my Dada, I love Dada so much and you're loving my Dada, so therefore I'm so absolutely thrilled that you are worshipping my Dada and therefore you're my love. I love you for that, you see. So this is, we need to have a very great amount of alertness and awareness in this with reference to spiritual colleagues, you see. We need to help. Let it be just, help each other wherever it is spoiled, improve it instead rather than finding faults with him. And use the intellect only to how to find solutions and never to find faults with the other person. You see, if there is any kind of a problem, then use the intellect to solve the problem, but do not find any problems with your spiritual colleagues. And so it is through the knowledge, is the Gnan, that you will become one with the other person in no other way. It is the problem with the ego that finds the divisions and the divisiveness. So these are all the same ones who have received the Atmagnan, the knowledge of the self from Gnani Purush Dadashri, of Gnani Purush Dadashri. So when we are close colleagues, where does it come? When somebody has taken some job, you see, and it's, I am in charge of this, it has to be done, somebody can do it nicely, other person is not paying enough attention, and then the work needs to be done, and that's when you took the responsibility and you didn't do it, and then the conflicts start, you see. So be supportive to each other, support each other. If it doesn't finish, support each other, but do not find faults with him. Every human being is on the basis of his circumstances only. He is not doing it, he's not the doer. I say, and sometimes it happens fast, sometimes it happens slow. And if somebody finds faults with you, also accept it and find out how you can improve it rather than to attack him. And so you see, you cover it up. You have to cover it up with love. You see, do not kind of find faults with the other person. And we need to be very aware in all of this. So let us do a special Samayik of spiritual colleagues where are the mistakes, where do we hurt each other, where do we find divisiveness, where we stop talking to each other, etc. Because we have the expectations that he's a Mahatma, so he should do this. No. Mahatma is Mahatma on the one side. The Prakriti is a non-self complex that is discharging from the past life, and it has got nothing to do with it. Yes, if he is sub-pair, if he is deficient in certain ways, then you should connect with the pure soul within him and say, please give him the energies to come up to par, come up to level, come up to efficiency, etc. But if you are the one with the Gnan, then you can really help a lot of your spiritual colleagues around you. However, if you start criticizing them, if you become jealous, if you become envious about all of this, then you are going to be sinking in a hole. So we need to be in the right awareness, and if there is something negative that comes out of it, it is a filled stock. It is a filled stock from past life, and it is a weakness that you, but you look at him as, I'm pure soul and you are pure soul, that is all. And this is a filled stock. Everybody has got a different kind of filled stock in him. So let us do this in the Samayik today, okay? So if any kind of rag, dvesh, etc. have happened today, then let us do the vidhi now. Oh Dada Bhagwan, oh Shri Simandar Swami Prabhu, oh Lord Simandar, with the exact applied awareness as a pure soul, having come into this satsang of the Gnani Purush Dadashri until now, with any spiritual colleague, any kind of attachment or aversion has happened, conflicts have happened, fights have, whether if I've seen any mistakes of anyone, interferences have happened, in the conflicts between spiritual colleagues, wherever there has been weakness in the Gnan, as a result of which mistakes have happened, let me see all of those evidences and events through the awareness of separation, and let me clear up my mistakes through the light of knowledge, and with the spiritual colleagues, Let there be love and oneness only. And for that, my Lord, grant me the total energy to do the Samayik. I surrender this mind, speech, and body, all illusions associated with my name, bhav karma, charge karma, dravya karma, subtle discharge karma, no karma, gross discharge karma. O Dada Bhagwan, the Absolute Self within me, you are the manifest one within me. You are the Absolute Self, Lord God, and it is at your divine feet that I surrender all of these. I am surrendering all of this, my Lord. Shuddhatma Chu, I'm Shuddhatma Chu, 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 Shuddhatma. I'm pure soul, 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 I'm pure soul. Eu sou alma pura, 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 eu sou alma pura. Ich bin reine Seele, ich bin reine Seele, ich bin reine Seele, ich bin reine Seele, ich bin reine Seele. Shuddhatma hu, Shuddhatma hu, Shmishtatma hu, Shuddhatma hu, me 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 Shuddhatma hu, Shuddhatma hu, Shuddhatma Chu, Shuddhatma Chu, Shuddhatma Jai, Jai Sachidanand, Jai Sachidanand. Do a great Samayik. Because if you're from the same state, if you're from the same group, if you're from the same country, if you're in the same city, etc., so you need to, so you need to increase your nishchay, the inner awareness as the self.